Most violin cases are either built like a tank and weigh a ton, or they feel like they might fall apart if you look at them the wrong way. This one sits right in that sweet spot where it actually feels like it knows what it is doing. The first thing that hits you is how light it is. You pick it up, and it doesn't feel like you are lugging around a piece of furniture. That 600D nylon exterior has a rugged, matte texture that feels like it can handle being tossed into the back of a car or bumped against a doorframe without showing every single scuff. It is not trying to be a luxury leather trunk, and honestly, that is a relief. What is really clever here is the quick lock hook and loop closure. You know that moment when you are rushing to pack up after a rehearsal, and you just want to get the lid shut without fiddling with zippers. This lets you do exactly that. It stays closed securely enough to move it around, which is a small detail that makes a massive difference when you are in a hurry. The interior is where things get interesting. It uses this EPS foam frame that keeps the instrument suspended, so if you do happen to drop the case, the shock isn't going straight into the wood. The velour lining is soft, non-abrasive, and feels like it will actually hold up over time rather than shedding everywhere. Now, the storage situation is pretty standard but effective. You have 2 spots near the neck for your rosin or a cloth, and a larger compartment at the end for a shoulder rest. It is not going to fit your entire life in there, but it covers the essentials without making the case feel bulky. The double-layered blanket is a nice touch too. It is thick enough to give you some peace of mind that the top of the violin is protected from the bow clips or anything else rattling around. Speaking of the straps, they are surprisingly comfortable. They have this padded feel that doesn't dig into your shoulders, and the fact that they tuck away into their own little pocket is a huge win for keeping things tidy. If there is a downside, it is that the design is very utilitarian. It is not going to win any fashion awards at a gala, and the zippers, while functional, don't have that buttery smooth, high-end glide you might find on a case that costs 3 times as much. You might find yourself wishing for a bit more padding in the accessory compartments if you carry a particularly bulky shoulder rest, but for most setups, it is perfectly fine. It is refreshing to see a company focus on safety, too, with all those materials tested to be free of nasty chemicals like lead or phthalates. It is one of those things you don't think about until you realize you are handling the case every single day. At the end of the day, this is a solid, no-nonsense piece of gear. It protects the instrument, it is easy to carry, and it doesn't cost a fortune. For anyone who just needs a reliable way to get from point A to point B without worrying about their violin, this is a really strong contender.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.